tell everyone. See Brian Redban talking about trolling me.
He said cooked chicken breast, threw it in a blender.
Kill Tony has been doing. Dave Chappelle does it too. That's awesome. Actually, really awesome.
It's awesome.
Why'd you make me eat it?
Yeah, I am. Very stressed.
Roll it. There is something so soothing about Brian's voice. Have you noticed this? Brian Redban is such a comforting voice. I could really listen to him. I might start watching Virtual Redban more often because just listening to him explain things and talk is a very nice, comfortable. He's such a sweet, sweet guy.
So yeah, if you've been playing along, if you've been paying attention, when Joe Rogan moved out here, he was going to open up a new comedy club, and it's been a while since a lot of stuff has happened in the last couple of years. There was a whole venue change. At one point, Joe was going to have his venue somewhere else, and then that fell through, and he decided to go with the classic, historic Alamo Theater. So they had, how like movie theaters have like the stadium seating. So he had to, redo the whole concrete and everything like that. And
they had like a dozen of these Rogans with those white long hoodies, all lifting bricks. You should have seen it. It was like how Gobekli Tepe was built.
Joe Rogan touches throughout the place, including the glasses, having little alien heads on them, and so much fun stuff.
I was just saying, my wife here, Jules, she bought a book the other day, and I couldn't believe when this book, every day she buys 2 books. And I'm sitting there, and I'm opening the Amazon packages, and I open this book, and I almost fell backwards because the book was a little book called Communion. Communion. On the cover of the book is your typical alien head. Okay, the big seed head with the seed oil eyes. Your classic alien. And I couldn't believe this was my mother. I go, Jules, what the hell is this? Because when I was a kid, Communion, specifically that story, it's this story about these aliens. I don't even know what it is. I only saw imagery from it. But back then, the book Communion, and I think there was a movie Communion, scared me to death. And we had this whole incident with these aliens and these men in black. Really, the men in black before the movie came out. I know you're thinking the movie. But there was these men that came in the woods and they would erase your memory of the aliens. And I mean, I couldn't even sleep. Now, Joe Rogan's got alien heads all over everything, forgetting that could be very scary to somebody. All right, let's let Brian continue.
The glasses, having little alien heads on them, and so much fun stuff. Now,
that's fun.
I went last night, popped in there, and it was Joe Rogan was there. Of course, Roseanne was there. Ron White was there. Tony was there. David Lucas was there.
Ron White ain't a selling point, Austin. I hate to break it to you. We don't give a fuck about Ron White. They go on, and then this old man comes in and goes, hey, everybody, I'm Ron White. They have a fully preserved Michael Lair in a glass case. They've got him hooked up to tubes. They got Michael Lair for you. It's really not, they're really, what do they call that? Paying homage to the greats at Joe Rogan's Comedy Club. So yes, if you would like to pay your respects to Michael Lair, he's there, preserved, and I think they got him in a gel. He's hung there, he's fully naked, and they've got this breathing apparatus, kind of like that pump room Dr. Peterson showed.
Yes,
and it's
of course.
All the little touches.
There he is. They got like, it's kind of like, this isn't it, but you could see like what it would be. So like, yeah, down the hallway, it's like an alien and then a naked Michael Lair, stuff like that. So very cool.
One thing I also, by the way,
this is like every guy here. Look at this guy. Short, stubby, kind of chubby guy with a beard. Short, stubby, chubby guy with a beard. Short, stubby, chubby.
See where some people might be a little upset, but live with it. Because this is Joe Rogan's Club, one thing that Joe Rogan has been doing lately, Vulcan, Kill Tony has been doing, Dave Chappelle does it too at all his shows, and a lot of comedy clubs are going into this. your phones are locked up in a yonder bag is what they call it. It's this bag. So when you get there, you put your phone in a bag. If you need to use your phone, you have to go back outside, take it. They'll open it up for you. This is something new that I've never heard of. When you come in, they actually take a photo of you, like a passport photo, or like if you go to a Costco membership.
How do they say this?
So they know who you are. If you ever are a heckle, or if you're disruptive, or if you're kicked out of the show for being a cunt, they now know exactly who you are by your face and everything. So if you ever try to come again, it will detect, which I thought was, at first I was like, holy shit, really? But then I was like, that's actually really awesome.
It's awesome.
Because there's a lot of people we've dealt with, with Kill Tony that have been banned from the club, the show. And they'll sneak their way in once in a while. And what do you think happens? They become an asshole again. They're disruptive. And then we find out, oh, hey, that's that guy that's supposed to.
We got to do this. Cameron, for the next show, when you try to enter our live chat, I want a program to pop up that says, please center yourself in the camera. It shows one of those green outlines of a head. And then you got to take the person's picture. And once the picture is submitted, we let them into the chat room in the live show viewing. Can we set that up for the next show?
And I didn't know that was actually something that's actually growing at a lot of comedy clubs.
Shouldn't be growing.
Music venues. I guess it's very.
I don't know what I'm going to do if I'm ever confronted with that. I just hope that I'm never allowing my picture to be taken, Jules, at any fucking venue. So wherever we go, if that ends up happening somewhere, whoop, see ya.
Except.
No. Watch this. They're standing like this as they're being waved down from foot to head with the scanner to make sure they don't have weapons. You're being so this is like going to the airport. This is like TSA, which Joe's against. Joe's against the TSA. He hates them. They've rallied. They've, gone on and on and on about how that was an injustice when that was all happening. Look what you got to do with Joe. I'm not doing this to see Tony Hinchcliffe. Listen to this. Okay, so Kill Tony is going to be exclusive at the Comedy Mothership. Now, we've seen the stage. It does not look like it could fit a full band, 4 comedians at a table, a comic. We've seen how scrunched they are on this big music stage at the Vulcan, right? We've all seen Kill Tony. So how's that going to work? And is Brian Redban worried? Let's find out.
Yeah, I am very stressed out. But we had to get creative with it, the stage. So maybe I won't spoil it, but I like what we came up with.
Can't wait to see this.
It's going to be a little different.
On the last episode of Kill Tony, they had almost like a kid's drum set on stage now instead of the full-size kit that you usually see. And I wonder if they're already prepping for the smaller stage. I don't want a kid's drum set. I want a full drum set for Kill Tony. The band is a big part of my experience watching that show. So very exciting. Thank you, Brian. But doesn't end there. A listener caught this one, and this was very good. See, I can't keep up with virtual Redbans.
Who could?
But we used to do this thing where we would watch Brian Redban and his girlfriend, The Grudge, eat. Remember this? They used to put out, remember when Periscope came out? Periscope is like Instagram Live. But before Twitter Live and Instagram Live and YouTube Live and all this, they had an app called Periscope. And you could stream live. And Brian Redban would go live with Grudge. What would they call it? Repurposing Wendy's burgers or refurbishing Wendy's. So like one of their periscopes was Brian teaching us how to reheat 2-day-old Wendy's. So we'd have 2-day-old Wendy's in the fridge. He was living out of a very Josh Denny-esque apartment where the main computer station was right next to the kitchen. And, he would make these videos of him scraping off the Wendy's cheese and then heating that up and adding his new cheese. It was very good. And we used to watch those, and we started calling them the Redban Poroscopes. Instead of periscopes, poroscopes, because it was such a low down and dirty college lifestyle. And we would make fun of those all the time. It was an ongoing thing. So listen to this. A listener catches this on the latest Virtual Redban. Brian talks about trolling you way back in the day. And I go, oh my God, I can't wait to see this. So let's open it up and see Brian Redban talking about trolling me. And this is where him and his buddies go into a virtual chat room, like you see here. The hot dog is Grudge. And Brian Redban is his virtual character is the Wendy's girl. And his girlfriend Grudge is this giant hot dog that you'll see here. They were talking about disgusting foods. And Brian's girlfriend chimes in and she goes, you know what Brian's made before?
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
You know what Brian's made before, though?
What have I made before?
He took cooked chicken breast, threw it in a blender, took all the random sauces from the fridge, threw that in a blender, melted butter in the blender, put that on a cheesy bagel, ate it, and then put the leftovers in foil in the fridge.
That was just to make Mike Redbar happy. That was periscope and bullshit. Like it was not. That was a joke. Janice, you know I do a lot.
Wait. That's your girlfriend who was in the video that we were laughing at. She's bringing it up like you were it wasn't a joke. That was just to make Mike Redbar Well, I'm very happy now that you were trying to make me happy. I'll take any type of happiness you want to give me.
That was periscope. That was just to make Mike
hot dogs no more.
That was just to make Mike Redbar happy. That was periscope and bullshit. Like it was not. That was a joke. Janice, you know I do a lot of fucking trolling. I used to do a lot more.
Mess in the kitchen.
I know, but that was a troll, dude. That was all right.
Why'd you make me eat it then?
Because that makes me laugh and made the video so much funnier. That was just troll shit. Do you think I want that in my life? Do you? Come on. You chill the fuck out. Everyone needs to fucking chill out.
I don't know.
So was he embarrassed of that we did that? We made fun of how he was eating and stuff? He must have been embarrassed of it if he's now saying it was just a troll. There was no troll. She would have known. That was my Trump impression there. So I thought that was very cute. Thank you for finding that for me. That was perfect. So our friendship
is as cute as like a little kid that you babysit.
He really is.
He has the same aura.
Yes, he does.